Okay. I'm sorry about my voice, but this is on pitch. Okay. The song we're basing our video around is called Jennifer by
Inoke Arete.
Alright. It's a pop rock song, catchy lyrics, fast-paced drum beats, and it actually reminded us a bit of McAvoy.
Yeah.
I'll just play you a little bit of the song.
And they are Canadian, I think. Yes, they are Canadian.
From my hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
This is Jen. I'm not around, so just leave a message and I'll get back to you when I can, okay? Bye.
Jennifer, please pick up the phone. Jenny, I don't wanna be alone. Jennifer, wait, he's a good guy. Jenny, I don't know why he even tried. Jennifer, call me on the phone. Jenny, I wanna be the one home. Jennifer, wait, he's on my team. Jenny, I know you know what I mean. Jennifer, call me on the phone. Jenny, I don't wanna be alone. Jennifer, wait.
So that's just a little taster of the song. Go away. That's just a little taster of the song. So obviously it's got the catchy lyrics and the fast-paced drum beat.
And that references to McFly and all that sort of
Yeah. Okay, so the basic storyline is a boy and a girl meet at a party. This is actually going to be shown as is it a prologue
Yes,
to
the prologue
the
to
video?
the actual video.
So it's going to be shot. It's quite quick. It's a boy and a girl at a party. She comes over to him, and she's the one who's kind of all over him. He's a bit awkward at first.
But it's
She-
kind of like a dare in a sense because if they're talking to each other, the girl and her friends, and I'll go kiss this boy.
Yeah, and then she leads him off, and there's a blackout. Then the next thing you see is, you know, the phone ringing at the start of the song with a close-up of the phone. And so obviously there's a little prologue that gives you the idea about what the rest of the video is about. Okay, and then there's the boy pursuing the girl because he wants to continue the relationship.
Whereas she's not really
Yeah.
into it. And
It shows him pursuing her while she ignores his calls. And then for the ending of the video, we're not sure whether we want it to end, or either way it kind of ends well,
yeah.
but we're not sure how we want it to end, whether they get together or not, because we're not sure how cliche we want this to be.
So we're going to decide
Okay.
once we filmed
So
it.
this is the first ending. The boy gets his girl, where he's trying to call her, he can't get through to her on the phone, but then suddenly his phone starts going, and there's a close-up of the screen that shows Jennifer calling, and it's the only time in the video that you'll see that. The rest of the time you'll see his phone with the message calling Jennifer on it. So this is the only time he gets an incoming phone call from her, and he looks up and she's standing over him, and because she's realised that she really does want to be with him, and it ends with them holding hands but with a phone in between it, because that's the thing that's brought them
Yeah.
together.
Just like the centre object of the whole thing.
Yeah. And there's a second ending where it cuts back, it almost goes in a circle, which the inspiration for that came from Mika's song,
We Are Golden.
that kind of goes in a circle, but this has got a twist in that goes back, there's a similar kind of party, similar kind of mood, but he sees her, there's a point of view shot of her doing what she did to him, but to another guy, and he's hurt, you know, you see that he's hurt, but then he realises that some people like Jennifer will never change, and that he is actually better off without her, and so he can rise above it, and so I think in both ways it is a happy ending. Okay, these are the characters. We wanted this kind of American high school feel that you often get in teen romantic comedies, or like a bit like Mean Girls. This is like the kind of look we're going for. So Jennifer would be 17, 18 years old, so similar age to us. She's the popular girl at school. She's outgoing, she's very flirty, she likes to, you know, play the boys a bit. But she's very selective about who her friends are, so she's got a very close-knit group of friends. But she's not as selective about who she upsets. She doesn't care if she hurts or upsets anyone. Okay, and then Sam, this is the boy. He's 17, 18 years old. He's not the most popular guy at school, but he's not a total loser. He's a bit skaterish, and he's quite shy and reserved. He's not particularly confident, but once you get to know him, he's easy to get along with, and he's friendly. He doesn't tend to hold grudges against people, and he's quite laid back. Okay, the audience for our video is teenagers. So, because it's a teen romantic comedy, the target audience is predominantly high school students aged between 12 and 17, 18, so our kind of age. The video could be perceived as dealing with a serious issue, the idea of rejection after a one-night stand. It deals with it in a light-hearted and comic way, and either way in which the film ends, it's positive ending. So I think in that way it means it can be suitable for a range of people, because it deals with a serious idea in a kind of comic way and could make you aware of the effects of that kind of falling into that kind of issue. Okay, the mood and atmosphere we want to create is light-hearted, comical and modern. So that's a lot of fast-paced cuts and very comic situations and over-exaggerated kind of situations. So for example, he drops some books on the floor, she walks past, he gets up and walks the opposite direction.
And
You know,
he
it's
gets
quite
off the bus,
silly.
she walks past, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's quite silly, but it's... And we want a similar feel to That Girl by McFly, Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus, and You Belong With Me by Taylor Swift. If I just show you this, we're going to have, because this is our main inspiration for us was Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus. We really thought that tied in well with our theme. And if this will work, I'll show you one of the parts of the video that we'd like to recreate in ours, but I don't think it's going to work. So sorry about that. Stop being rubbish. Stop it. It's frozen.
No, they didn't.
Yes. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'll explain the bit anyway while I was doing it. It's the part, I don't know how many of you can really remember it because it's quite an old video. It's the part where he's walking down the corridor and he sees her coming towards her, and there's a quick series of point of view shots of looking at each other because he thinks she's smiling at him, but then her boyfriend pushes past and she's actually been smiling at her boyfriend the whole time. That's in Teenage Dirtbag. And now we're going to recreate a bit differently. We're going to have the same kind of thing, lots of point of view shots looking at each other. But then it turns out that it's a bit silly. Okay, but then it turns out that she then, instead of walking towards him, has a call on her phone, answers her phone and pushes past him. So it's kind of irony that she's answering the phone, but it's also paying when she never answers the phone for him, but it's also doing that recreation of Wheatus, which was an inspiration for us. This is just the example of the mood and genre as I've just explained, like it's the story of the geeky boy who fancies the popular girl. It's actually from a film called Loser, which is a teen romantic comedy, and the video obviously stems from that. Okay, the reasons to see our video. It will be comic and entertaining. The song is catchy. The characters are easily recognisable. I mean, they're a bit stereotypical. The storyline is easy to follow. It is upbeat and feel good. You know, you wouldn't feel depressed by it, and it will make you smile.
Hopefully.
Okay, the difference. What makes it stand out from the rest of the music videos that are out there? What makes it unique? It's almost a mini movie. Unlike a lot of music videos, it features a prologue, so it sets out the reason behind the song lyrics for the rest of the video. So we'd like just to try to create something a bit different by using this idea of a prologue. And there's another reason is to make it unique, is you've probably never heard of the band before, and you'll probably not be able to get the song out of your head, and you will probably now go home and buy it
It is
legally.
really addictive.
Because it is an addictive song. Once you've heard it, you can't get it out of your head. It's just so catchy. And I know everyone who's heard it just keeps singing it.
Yeah.
So.